Good evening, everyone. I am so happy all of you are here to hear about the new program we have just launched on the Ohio State University at Newark campus. The new program is called the Bachelor of Science in Engineering Technology, and my name is Bea Gerchak. I'm an admissions counselor here on the Newark campus, and tonight I will be talking to you about the program. Now, I work closely with the program coordinator. Her name is Dr. Sandra Sotokaban. She is the associate professor of practice here, as well as the program coordinator. So throughout this presentation, I will be mentioning her as well as some of her research and experience. Now, let's just get right into it. What is Ohio State's engineering technology program? This is a program where students will learn engineering technology skills as well as business leadership principles to accommodate to the ever-growing manufacturing industry in Central Ohio. Now, this program is part of the Ohio State University's nationally ranked College of Engineering program. So when students complete the program, they will graduate in the Ohio Stadium, known as the SHU, or the Schottenstein Center, depending on the semester they graduate, and their degree will say The Ohio State University. There will be no distinction that they started and stayed on the Newark campus. So this engineering degree focuses on technology solutions for the manufacturing industry. As we all know, Central Ohio is constantly growing with our manufacturing, and Intel will be in our backyard relatively soon. So students will have the opportunity to work with our industry partners. Again, we developed this program with the input of global manufacturers. And when we asked, what do you need from graduates from the College of Engineering? They said, we do not need more engineers. We need people who can lead engineers. Thus, the Bachelor of Science in Engineering Technology program was born. This program has practical solution-based learning for real-life problems. And the little graphic on the right-hand side shows what students will be learning throughout their 4 years. So their first year, mostly foundational skills, then we lead into different sections of engineering technology, business management, and Industry 4.0 integration. Now you might be asking, what is Industry 4.0 integration? I have a little video here for you that explains it and how our students will be equipped to step into Industry 4.0.
What is Industry 4.0? What does it mean for you? Technology is driving change across all areas of society. Not only do we increasingly use it and even rely on it in our personal lives, we also find our workplaces digitally evolving, with more and more processes now being undertaken using technology. This change is known as the Fourth Industrial Revolution, or Industry 4.0. Industry 4.0 will see many tasks that were once performed by us now being automated. With the collection and analysis of real-time data, artificial intelligence, and the ability for all components of a production line to talk to each other, production can be really efficient and personalized according to customer needs. What does this mean for us? With increased automation, our time will be freed up, concentrating on more complex tasks. We will need a workforce who are capable of building, programming, and developing these technologies, but also making sure we are applying them to our lives in an ethical way. There are core skills that we can offer that technology cannot replace. The human touch is going to be incredibly important, ensuring effective communication, problem solving, and supporting change management in this digital environment. There will also be a greater need for joint working across disciplines, creating new innovations. The future job market will be looking for graduates with an open mind to explore the unknown future possibilities. We will all need to develop our skills in order to embrace and adapt to this ever-changing environment. What will you do to make sure you are ready and have the right skills to thrive in the fourth industrial revolution?
Every time I watch this video, I see something different. But the common theme throughout it is we still need humans to lead humans. And I think that's exactly what the engineering technology program is for. Regardless of our technology exponentially advancing, we still need humans to lead the technology growth as well as other humans. So traditionally, the engineering technology program is a 2-year degree. However, at The Ohio State University, we have expanded it to a 4-year degree. Now, what is the difference? The difference is those business and leadership skills that students will develop in their 3rd and 4th years of the program. This means that students will be put into a higher pay scale once they graduate because they can lead teams of engineers, as well as not hitting a ceiling per se in terms of education and salary. Whereas the 2-year degree, eventually students will hit the pay scale and education ceiling. Whereas our program, it's a 4-year program. So students don't really have to worry about their associate's degree expiring because this is a bachelor's program. Students will learn the manufacturing leadership roles in order to lead groups of people and learn how to navigate the manufacturing industry that is growing in Central Ohio. Now, how is this program different from the traditional engineering degree? This is a question we often get asked. And the engineering technology degree is more hands-on. We're looking for learners who like learning hands-on. The traditional engineering route is more theory-based, more conceptual, abstract learning, whereas the engineering technology is very practical. It's hands-on, application-based. So engineering technology focuses on the actual application and implementation of ideas, whereas traditional engineering, it's more about design, theory-based, very conceptual. Let's look more into our curriculum. So this graphic right here is very similar to the staircase that I mentioned before. The foundational courses that all students will take throughout their program, regardless of if it's engineering technology or traditional engineering, is physics, calculus, statistics, chemistry, engineering fundamentals, certain programming that students will learn. Again, very similar to the engineering path, the traditional engineering path. It's just a different form, more hands-on, more practical for the engineering technology program. And then, of course, students will learn mechanical machines, electrical controls, and then they'll get into the business management leadership positions, as well as Industry 4.0 integration that we talked about. Now I want to focus mostly on this red column, where the first word here is capstone. Students will do a year-long project with an industry mentor and earn their Green Belt certification. The Green Belt certification is wonderful because students can, after graduation, be put into a higher pay bracket because they have Green Belt certification. Now, this can be a little bit intimidating to look at, but I want to focus on something extremely important. Year 1, day 1, semester 1, students are taking Engineering Technology 1200, which is the intro to engineering technology. In this class, students will be partnered up with industry mentors and learn how the industry works, learn more about the manufacturing industry. This is kind of an introduction to engineering technology, what it means for students and how they can interact with the manufacturing world. Now, industry mentors that our students on the Newark campus have worked with in Engineering Technology 1200 are listed below: Covestro, Ford, THK, Ultimate Solutions, Ariel Corporation, and Innovative Lab Services. Students really have a ton of industry mentors that they can work with, and not all of them are located in Central Ohio. I am positive that this list will grow as the engineering technology grows for the Newark campus. Again, these are just industry partners our current students are working with, but later on, I will show you a more extensive list of the industry partners who had input when we developed this program. This is just an example. These are Ohio State Newark students who went to the Ford assembly plant in Avon, Ohio. That is nowhere near Central Ohio. In fact, it's in Northeast Ohio. But this is so important because our students got to go to a manufacturing plant, not necessarily in Central Ohio, and they got to see a truck laid out in all of its parts, be put together and driven off the plant. These students, again, have real life, practical, hands-on learning through the engineering technology program. Now I want to talk about the Manufacturing Foundation Certificate. Students will earn this in the program. They can apply for the certificate, take the examination, and earn the certificate. But this is great because students are considered work ready once they have the Manufacturing Foundation certificate. So it opens up a lot of internships, career opportunities after they graduate, and even while they're in the program. I also want to mention that typically these internships are paid for. Granted, there are some that are not, but students can have a really good job while still taking the engineering technology program and land internships. All right, let's talk Lean Six Sigma and Green Belt certifications. So Lean Six Sigma is a team-focused managerial approach that seeks to improve performance by limiting resource waste and defects. So this means that students will go into the manufacturing industry, assess what needs to be eliminated, how the company can reduce waste, and in return, that profit, that money that students are saving the company could potentially go back into their pocket. Now, Green Belt certifications are employees who have trained in Six Sigma Green Belt level to improve methods and will be leading continuous process improvement groups as well as part of their regular job. So what this means is students will gain a better understanding of the manufacturing industry, how to incorporate Six Sigma principles into their leadership roles. Now, of course, these are great certifications, but I want to focus on the right side of this slide right now. Look how much Six Sigma Green Belt certifications make in Ohio. The average salary is $112,000 a year. And the range typically falls between $91,600 to $119,200. Now, in parentheses here, I think is the most important is about $102,358 is earned annually by these students with a bachelor's degree in engineering technology and less than 1 year of experience because of Lean Six Sigma and Green Belt certifications. Again, both of these certifications are implemented in the engineering technology degree program. Students who enter this program oftentimes ask, my dream is to be an engineer. Can I still be an engineer? Absolutely. These are certain jobs that students who have graduated from the engineering technology program have gotten. Again, a lot of them are engineering jobs, manufacturing engineer, automation engineer, process improvement engineer, as well as some management and business leadership roles that students have landed. As I promised earlier, this is just a partial list of the companies involved with developing the engineering technology program. I love this slide because it shows that, yes, the manufacturing industry is in high demand for students who graduate from engineering technology programs, but also these students will be cross-trained in multiple areas of engineering. We have electrical engineering here. We have biomedical engineering here. We have environmental engineering even on this list. Again, students will be cross-trained among different disciplines of engineering to make sure that they are prepared in the manufacturing world. All right, let's talk about Ohio State Newark. I'm a little biased because I work here, but Ohio State Newark has so many advantages for students. I just want to make abundantly clear as well that the engineering technology program is a program degree that you will start and finish on the Newark campus. There is no campus change process. So if students really, really like the Newark campus, they will start and stay here with the engineering technology program. Now let's talk a little bit more about Ohio State Newark. Students can stay local for college if they are in the Central Ohio area, and we have a lower tuition rate than the Columbus campus. We're about 30% less in our tuition than the Columbus campus, and we do not have fees. So on the Columbus campus, if students choose to do the traditional engineering route, there will be lab fees attached to their tuition in addition to their tuition. Whereas here on the Newark campus for our engineering technology program, there are no lab fees. Students here on the Newark campus can network with local businesses from their first semester classes through graduation. Again, that first semester class is Engineering Technology 1200. And then as well as through graduation, they will do a capstone project with an industry mentor to make sure that they get their green belt certification. There are large demand of these skills now and in the future. Again, I really can't hit this point home enough that our Central Ohio manufacturing industries need engineering technologists. We need people who can lead teams of engineers. Good paying jobs upon graduation. We've talked about that. The average salary with less than 1 year of experience for green belt certifications and Lean Six Sigma, it's around $112,000. That's very, very impressive. Targeted scholarships are available for our students. These are specific to the Newark campus as well as the engineering technology major. We also have smaller class sizes. The average class size on the Newark campus is around 25 students, and that includes general education classes. The labs for engineering technology students, that could be as little as 12 students. But again, the average class size is 25. So if students do better learning hands-on, if they do better working in small groups, learning in small groups, this is a great program for them. And all of our classes are taught by professors. That's kind of the advantage of going to Newark, right? On the Columbus campus, that's not always the case. Oftentimes, especially in general education courses, they might be taught by a grad student or they might be taught by a teaching assistant. But all of our classes here are taught by professors. So, what to expect from this program? More hands-on learning, including industry-sponsored classes like Engineering Technology 1200, experiential learning, and enhanced by community doers, makers, and problem solvers. All right, let's talk about important dates that are coming up for just general college admission. The FAFSA opened in December 2023, but as we probably all know, the FAFSA has been a little wonky this year in terms of financial aid rollouts and deadlines. So things have changed, important deadlines have changed, and I want to talk about that. Specifically, the deadline for our Scholarship Universe program and our FAFSA priority deadline has changed to March 15th, as well as just the general Ohio State Newark scholarship deadline, again, March 15th. Learning community application deadline. Learning communities are a great resource for students to get involved in. These are cohorts of students that all share common interest or thread. Typically, they take one class in the autumn together, one class in the spring semester together. And students really develop the social learning skills that they need to do well in college, as well as have one-on-one opportunities with their professors. I always encourage students to apply for learning communities, and the deadline for the application to learning communities is on April 1st. Now, On the next slide, I will talk a little bit more about the Ohio Means Science Scholarship, but just flag this date, April 19th. It's a wonderful scholarship opportunity. Again, I will talk more about it on the next slide. And just general other deadlines: on-campus housing, honors, and Lefevre Fellows. The deadline for that is April 15th. Now, as I mentioned before, Ohio State Newark has targeted scholarships for our students, just Ohio State Newark students, and specifically for engineering technology students. I want to run through this list very quickly. Ohio Means Science scholarships. Students can receive up to $10,000 for up to 2 years. Of course, there are some stipulations. And again, I recommend students and support people of those students do their research about Ohio Means Science Scholarship. But it is a great opportunity. Right now, our tuition is a little over $9,000. This scholarship would cover tuition and then some. So really good opportunity. Please do your research. Choose Ohio First Scholarship. That's the next one. Students receive $3,358. This scholarship specifically is for engineering technology students on the Newark campus. Now, Ohio State Newark scholarships, just generally, the average is actually around $2,200. That statistic right there, $2,000, is not right anymore. It's $2,200. And some of our applications do require a separate, some of our scholarships do require a separate application. All of those scholarships can be found and they are listed on the Ohio State Newark website. And I cannot hit this point home enough. All scholarships are campus specific. Let's talk about more virtual events that students are allowed to go to. We had our first parent session on January 18th. That went really, really well. If students and parents have any questions about the admissions process, about the FAFSA process, that is a great opportunity for you to attend to. But also we have the recording posted on the website. So even if you cannot make these virtual events, the recordings will be posted. Bachelor of Science and Engineering Technology, that's the one we're at right now. March 21st, Learning Communities, again, a great opportunity for students. Student life, housing, disability services, those are coming up, as well as the second parent session. If you would like to register for any of these virtual events, please go to go.osu.edu/visit Newark. All right. And follow us on all of our social media for updates. Instagram is run by one of the other admissions counselors. Her name is Kelsey Heasley. She does a wonderful job. Twitter, as well as Facebook. We have a parent and supporter group on that Facebook page. So parents and supporters, if you have any questions, please post them. And one of our admissions counselors or even another parent with the accurate information will give it out. Thank you so much for attending. If you have any leftover questions about Ohio State Newark, about the engineering technology program, our office phone number for the admissions office is 740-366-9344. And we also take email. So Newark-askabuckeye@osu.edu is also a great way to reach us. Again, I am so happy all of you decided to come tonight. I hope you learned a lot, and we are always here to answer any questions you have. Thanks a lot. Have a great night.